Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be showing you one of the best shiny hunting methods that you can do in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Now this method is very trial and error, you will fail a lot, but if you get to the end of that chain, you have a 1 in 99 chance of finding a shiny Pokemon. So that's a 1% chance every time you activate the radar. We're going to be showing you all the tips and tricks on how to successfully complete this method. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Leave a comment, what shiny Pokemon have you found so far? Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, if you want to try out this method for yourself, you will need to complete Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. You need to beat Cynthia and to also acquire the National Pokedex. Luckily, in this game, you don't have to catch every single Pokemon, you only have to see all 150. If you're still struggling with this, we do have a Discord in the description down below with a massive trading section, so hopefully there you will find a few people who will help you complete your Pokedex. Now, once you have got the Sinnoh Pokedex complete, you need to head over to Sanjum Town and enter Rowan's lab. He will then give you the Poke Radar, which is what you need to try out this method for yourself. Whilst you are there, Professor Oak will also give you the National Pokedex. Once you have got all of that, head to the Ramanus Park, which is located on the right of Route 221, because there Professor Oak will give you the chain encounter for your Poketch, which is a very useful addition in order to help keep track of your chain. Now, once you have done that, you need to head to the Pokemon League, because everything that you need to buy is in this Pokemart. So, once you're here, go over to this woman here on the right and then buy as many Super Repels as you can because they are the most cost-effective item for this method. And as well as that, you want to buy as many Quick Balls and Repeat Balls as well. They're the best Pokeballs to use for this method. It might cost you a bit of money. As you can see, I'm quite a poor young boy, only on 694 Poké Dollars, but I have just attempted this method last night and got 6 shiny Starly by doing it. So it definitely works. It's a great method, but it is a very expensive method. So once you've bought everything you need to decide on which Pokemon you're going for. Now, the best thing to do is research before you know what you're going for, because if you're trying to chain a Pokemon that has Explosion or Teleport or Roar, it will make this method a lot more difficult, and you will need, let's say, a Pokemon with the Damp ability to help counter a Pokemon trying to explode or self-destruct. So, once you've decided what Pokemon you're going for, you need to go to that area where you can find it, and that's where you can start the chain. I'm just going to go for Shinx because it's at the very start of the game, it's very easy to go for, and Shiny Shinx is a really cool looking shiny. So now that you're at the patch of grass where the Pokemon that you want to shiny hunt spawns, you want to register the Poke Radar to make your life a lot easier. So in order to do this, just go to Bag, go to Key Items, and then go down to the Poke Radar and then just click Register. After this, you'll just have to click the plus button on your controller to easily activate it instead of having to go into your bag every single time. Also, don't register your bike or anything like that because going on your bike will break the chain. You don't need it. Just don't activate it at all. Just have the Poke Radar activated and that is all you need. Now, after you've done that, you'll want to save the game, because if your chain breaks, you want to reset back to this situation where you haven't lost any repels or any Pokeballs or anything like that in order to save you a lot of money. So, now that that's all out of the way, you'll want to spray your first repel. So just go into your bag, go down to Super Repel, use that bad boy, and then go into the center of your patch of grass where the Pokemon that you want to shiny hunt is located. Now that you're here, you want to click the plus button, which will activate the Poke Radar. So, as you can see, there are 4 patches of grass that are now shaking or that have now activated. Now, luckily, in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, these will continuously shake, whereas in the old games, they would only shake for a little bit and you would have to memorize every single patch of grass, which was horrible, and we're very, very lucky that we've been given this quality of life update. Now, you want to keep using the Poke Radar by running around and it refreshes every 50 steps until you have a patch of grass rustling 4 spots away from you. Now, I'm putting a diagram on your screen right now which shows the different levels of the sort of Poke Radar. So around the player, there's a 1 box, and then around that, there's the 2nd box, and then around that is the 3rd box, and then around that is the 4th box. Now, you want the patch of grass to be in the 4th box. Don't know why, it's just how the Poke Radar is set up. Now, if you do run into a patch of grass that is less than 4, it won't necessarily break your chain, it's just very likely to. So you want to always aim for 4 or more. More than 4 is also very, very good. It's just 4 away is what you want to be aiming for. So I'm sorry the diagram isn't the greatest, but you can refer back to this or save it or whatever to help whilst you are Poke Radar. However, if there are just no patches of grass that are 4 away from you and they're all really close to you, you just want to run around and just reset the Poke Radar, try again until you have 4 away from you. As you can see on the screen right now, I have the one below me, which is 4 away, and then the top right one is also 4 away as well. So we're on a pretty nice Poke Radar situation right here. Other things to note though is that if there's only 3 patches shaking, do not run into any of them. It will break your chain even if there's one that's 4 away. There always has to be 4 patches of grass that is shaking. Other things that will break your chain are leaving the route, running into another Pokemon, or just simply turning off your game. You cannot save the game once you hit like a long chain, hoping that you can just revert back to that every time you mess it up. That's not how it works. You're in it for the long run. You have to just start from 0 every single time if you do lose the chain. Anyway, as you can see, we've got 4 patches away from me, so I will just walk into this one down here. Now, of course, you'll need this Pokemon to be the one that you're hunting. In this case, it is a Shinx. I got lucky. So now the chain technically has started. So now that we're in this battle, we want to catch the Pokemon. This is very, very important because if you catch the Pokemon, you have a 93% chance of the chain continuing. However, if you knock it out, you only have an 83% chance of the chain continuing. Running away from the Pokemon will just end the chain completely. Now, these odds might seem great, 93% and 83%, but remember, you're doing a chain of 40. So with those maths, that is a 5% chance of getting to a 40 chain with catching every single Pokemon. So when you put it into that perspective, it's not great. Even if you do everything right, you still only have a small chance of getting to a chain of 40, which is why this method is very trial and error. You can do everything right, but you can still lose the chain just because the game doesn't want to give you another Pokemon. It's why it's so tedious, but also so rewarding. Because if you're unlucky, you can just keep losing the chain and it's just not your fault at all. Now, you can find shiny Pokemon on the way up to the 40 chain, but it's just much more unlikely. So you could even find a shiny Shinx on the next chain from where I am right now. You can find it on the 12th chain, the 24th chain, the 30th chain. It's just when you're on that 40 chain, it gives you a 1 in 99 chance of finding a shiny Pokemon. These are the actual odds on your screen right now. As you can see, the base is just 1 in 4096 because, as we all know, the shiny charm does not affect this method. On a chain of 1, you have a 1 in 3855. A chain of 10, you have a 1 in 2521. A chain of 20, you have a 1 in 1820. And a chain of 30, you have a 1 in 1310. And then on a chain of 40, you have a 1 in 99. So as you can see, the odds get better on every single one of the chains. It's just better to get a higher chain because you have much better odds. But it's also a gamble as well. Like, if you want to stop at 30, which is a 1 in 1310, like, that's okay odds, but you can obviously get higher, but you also have a chance of that chain breaking. Anyway, we're going to catch the Shinx here anyway, because that's what we need to do in order to continue the chain. So we've caught the Shinx, and what we want now is, after this battle, for 4 patches of grass to just shake again. So let's hope that that is the case. So I've just caught the Shinx, and as you can see, we have another 4 patches of grass shaking. This means that the chain has continued, and now I'm on a chain of 1. If you don't see the grass shaking, the chain is broken, and you will have to reset. If you don't see the grass shaking, you'll just want to reset your game so you don't lose all your items and your Pokeballs. And remember, this can happen at any point of the whole chain, which is why, again, this method is so tedious. Now, you need to keep repeating this method 40 times. As you can see, the chain counter that Oak gave you is on the Poke Radar. There is a Shinx there with a 1 next to it. So this is your chain. It'll help you keep track of how many Pokemon you've caught, and you want that to hit 40. When you do, it will give you those 1 in 99 odds. Once you get a chain of 40, as I said, however long it takes, however many times you have to try this method, you will have odds of 1 in 99. And each patch of grass that shakes will have these odds. It's not just like one of them will. So if I was on a chain of 40 right now, all of those patches of grass that are shaking would have a 1 in 99 chance of being a shiny. The best thing about this method is that even if you find a shiny, as long as the chain doesn't break and it's continuously 4 spots away from you, you will always have those odds, which is how I got 6 shiny Starly after like an hour after I got the 40 chain, because they just kept appearing 4 away from me, and it just kept allowing me to find shiny after shiny after shiny. So I got really, really, really lucky. But anyway, now that we're at this point, we'll want to continue on the chain. As you can see, there is a Shinx at the very, very top of my screen shaking in that grass, and it is 4 away from me. So I'm just going to go up to that one now. Of course, I won't encounter any other Pokemon because I have my Repel activated, and as you can see, it is another Shinx. So now, if I get through this battle, after catching it, I will be on a chain of 2. So I've just caught this Shinx. If all goes to plan, I should be on a chain of 2. So, as you can see, I've just caught that Shinx, and the grass is now shaking again. I've been lucky again because there is another grass patch shaking 4 spots away from me. But let's say that there aren't any. Let's say I've got like 4 patches of grass shaking all around me that are not 4 away. All you have to do is just run around and reset the Poke Radar. It is 50 steps every radar, so it doesn't take you a while. And then just click plus again, and it will reshape the grass. Again, there is one 4 away from me on the right. So I'll just go into that one. It will be another Shinx, and that will mean that my chain is now on 3 as long as the grass is shaking after I catch this. Remember, you need to catch every single Pokemon to give you a 93% chance of that chain continuing. So I'm going to catch this Shinx, which is why repeat balls are so useful, because you're going to be catching the same Pokemon over and over again. So you're not going to fail catching the Pokemon if you've caught like 10 Shinx by the time you are that deep into the chain. So I've just caught this Shinx, and this will be my chain number of 3. Hopefully, it doesn't break my chain. It does not break my chain. So as you can see, the one on the bottom is shaking, which is 4 away. Just keep reverting back to that image that I made, and that will show you kind of how far away you want the patch of grass to be. So now I'm on a chain of 3. My odds are actually 1 in 3, 4, 4, 9, which is what each one of those patches of grass is. So that is basically the shiny hunting method, and you want to just keep carrying this on until you hit 40. Again, when it says 40 on your chain thing, you don't need to find any more Pokemon. Once you're on a chain of 40, just keep running like this and just keep resetting the Poke Radar until you see a grass patch that is sparkling. And I'll show you what that looks like at the end of the video, because obviously I found one in a live stream. So again, I would just activate it again. I could have gone for that one at the bottom, but I'm just showing you what it looks like if you want to activate it again. And that's basically what the method is. So that is the Poke Radar shining method. Hopefully I explained everything that you need to do in as much detail as possible. Again, anything you're unsure of, I will answer in the comment section down below. Again, I'm not sure why it's 4 patches away. It just is. That's how the method works. Again, you can break this method by running away from a Pokemon. It can just break on its own automatically. You can leave the route. You can close the game down. All of these things will break the chain, as well as going onto your bicycle as well. It's a very easy method to mess up, but once you get the hang of it, it's really, really cool. And like I say, you can get a lot of shiny Pokemon. And this is what happens when you find a shiny Pokemon in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl on a chain of 40. The grass will sparkle, and then you enter the sparkling grass, and as you can see, it is a shiny Shinx. And again, if your chain does not break after you catch the shiny Pokemon, you can just constantly get shiny Pokemon that are 1 in 99 odds, which is why this method is so busted if you hit the 40 chain. But that's going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. Leave a comment with anything that you need to know about this method. Hopefully I explained everything, but if there is anything you're unsure of, let me know. Subscribe if you're brand new. We're going to be bringing you daily guides. That's everything from me though. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.